Hello guys, my name is Nikunj, and today we are going to do live Duolingo English Practice Test. We are going to try and answer all the possible questions to our best ability and get the highest possible score. Let's begin. This is the first step wherein it checks your device. This is the first question type, real or fake. Let's begin. Sciore. I don't think that's a real word. Around it. No. Direct. No. Damp. Yes. Sleed. Not heard of it. Orange. Yes. Gift. Yes. Predominant. Yes. Sour. Yes. Laziness. Oh, yes. Temple. Yes. Ordeal. No. Passkey. No. Intervents. No. Wow. Yes. Result. No. Loom. Yes. Can see. No. Wait, the section is now complete. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Find the right word. Okay, in this section, you will see a sentence with blank. You will have 20 seconds to complete the sentence with the correct word. There will be 9 sentences in this section. All right, let's begin. Some universities rely on dash funded grants to support research project. We couldn't get it. Let's be okay. Gathering consensus on public opinion is challenging due to despairing view. Yes. Your kindness reminds me of the innate goodness present in every human. Next. The game features an dash difficulty level that adjusts according to player skill. Adaptive difficulty levels because it adjusts. That's why. Their fingers were long and dash, perfect for playing piano. Okay, I don't know about this one. Okay, let's move on. Researchers must dash review their data to avoid errors in the scientific calculation. Must meticulously. Must meticulously. OUSLY. Not sure about the spelling, but let's see. A successful sport team thrives on cooperation, CERDION, cooperation and collaboration among team members. PERDION, that's correct. During guided meditation, the instructor made us imagine a gentle murmur, which is a sense of tranquility. Murmuring, MURMURING, murmuring. The historical record of volcanic eruptions helps us understand the Earth's geological past. Okay. This section is now complete. All right, let's move on to the next section. Language started. Programming languages started to appear in the 1950s, and this was
both authors later regretted their work.
Okay, we missed the timer. Let's begin with the next one.
Both authors later regretted their work. Both authors later regretted their work.
Both authors later regretted their work. For instance, it forces administrations to clarify, amend, or establish their policies.
Engines add a great deal of weight to the vehicles they power. Engines add a great deal of weight to the vehicles they power.
Engines add a great deal of weight to the vehicle they power.
Engines add a great deal of weight to the vehicles they power.
Okay, that's good. Okay, let's begin this one. Marius Peptita was one of the most influential ballet choreographers of all time. His by revision of older ash would help cement their D their standard in enduring ballet. Several of his EI to this day in some and some dash even when the say to have been loved to have been loved to oops as long as influences truly. Okay. Marius Repeta was one of the most influential ballet choreographers of all time. His revision of some older would help. Revision of some older would help cement their standards in the enduring ballet poetry. Several of his to this day in some dash even when the okay. I think we should move on to the next one. If a function is continuous at a specific point, the limit can be moved inside the function. If a function is continuous at a specific point, the limit can be moved inside the function.
There is more to the theory than what we've discussed in class.
There is more to the theory than we discussed in class. This was easy. There is more to the theory than we discussed in the class.
There is more to the theory than what we've discussed in class.
What we've discussed in the class. Okay, let's go for the last one.
There is more to the theory than what we've discussed in class.
What we have discussed in the class. All right. It's light proof and make sure it's light proof and make sure make sure you get no problems when it's light proof and make sure you get no problems when opening the camera.
The poetry workshops became a matter for criticism and debate.
The poetry workshop became matter of
The poetry workshops became a matter for criticism and debate.
matter of criticism and debate. The poetry workshop became the matter of criticism and debate.
The poetry workshops became a matter for criticism and debate.
For and debate. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Electricians who work in the construction industries are typically responsible for installing and maintaining electrical wiring, circuits, and equipment in the building. They protect power. They protect power to heat and light. Oh, my bad. They protect the power. They protect power to heat and light and operate machinery and appliances. APPLIANCES appliances in office buildings, factories, CTORIES, and other types of commercial buildings. Electrician install wiring, light, uh, T, light, light, lighting fixture, and electrical providing conventions, conven, E, T, ENIENT, providing electrical and for and dash feature. Electrician install wiring, lighting fixture, and electrical and providing one ECTION conversion conversion for electrical dash feature and safety features too. Just they protect both workers and visitors. Okay, so electrician install wiring like the lighting and electrical wiring convention. All right, I think we can move on to the next one. Hence, it cannot account for correct or incorrect application of a name.
He was successful in replicating his father's famous recipe.
He was successful in replicating his father's famous recipe. Let's hear it again.
He was successful in replicating his father's famous recipe.
I think that should be correct.
He was successful in replicating his father's famous recipe.
Karan has been speculating that his son was sneaking out at the night, and his suspicions were further aroused when his son's shoe mysteriously traveled from the living room to the kitchen overnight. Karan, Karan, son that he had um, donned them night during his night um, during his sure and dashed them and failed to place them back to their original location. Okay, how about this to Karam sure and that he had donned them during his he was thinking at night. Picture the arousal as well. Walk adventure and pay to place them back. Night walk, I'm not sure. During his night. What could it be? Someone that he had donned them during his night walk adventure and failed to place them back to their original location. All right, let's move on to the next one.
The scientists discussed the new theory at a conference. The scientists discussed the new theory at a conference.
The scientists discussed the new theory at the conference.
The scientists discussed the new theory at a conference.
At a conference. Okay. We're good here. Let's move on. Rules require that male gymnasts touch each corner of the floor at least once during their routine. All right. So the next section is interactive reading. You will have 7 minutes to answer a question about a reading passage. All right, let's move on. Jiho has always dash music, but never dash how much until he found his new dash. I believe Jiho has always loved music, but never knew how much never felt until he found his new dash. Music band. All right. Jiho has always loved music, but never felt how much until. All right, let's move on to the next one. Gio has always loved music but never knew how much until he found his new favorite band. He saw them in concert and was blown away. Select the best sentence to fill in the blank in the passage. In the past, he had listened. He couldn't believe they had been playing together so long and that he had never heard of them before. Since the band was all in high school, Gio figured that he would never meet them in person. Past, he had listened to a lot of different kind of music, but this was the first time he had ever heard anything like this band. He went straight to his computer and bought every one of their CDs and posters he could find. He also watches their videos and follows them on every social media platform. Every Monday night, he looks forward for their new video. He couldn't believe that they had been playing together so long and that he had never heard of them before. Since the band was all in high school, Gio figured that he will never meet them in person. He looked around the room but couldn't see any clues as why the music was playing. Surprised to find his musical taste changed after he hung out with his friend. He couldn't believe that he had been playing together so long that he had never heard of them before. He'd been playing together and was on in high school. Gio figured out. However, he was surprised to find his musical taste. I believe this is going to be the one. What did Jiho do after he saw his new favorite band in concert? What did Jiho do after he saw his favorite band in the concert? He saw them in the concert and was blown away. He couldn't believe that he had been playing together for so long that he had never heard of them before. What did Jiho do after he saw the new favorite band in the concert? Um, in the past, he had listened to them. Concert. What did he do? He had after he saw his favorite band in the concert. He saw them in the concert and was blown away. He couldn't believe I was playing. But first time he went to straight to his computer and he went straight to his computer and bought every CD and poster that he could find. That's correct. Okay. How does Geo keep up with new videos from his favorite band? Um, he watches all their video social media platform every Monday. He looks for. How does Geo keep up with? No, first, and he looks for the new videos. Next, Geo has always select the idea that is expressed in the passage. Um, okay, Gio had the opportunity to see one of his favorite band on their first big tour. Gio was so excited about seeing his favorite band again, he stayed until very end. While Gio was listening to the CD, he fell in love with the band song. Gio found a new favorite band by going to the concert. Okay, I think it's this one. All right, select the best title for the passage. Gio's college collection, Gio's decision to sell his CD, Gio's new favorite band. I believe it's going to be this one. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, that's perfect. I think we completed that. Let's move on to the interactive reading. This section is now complete. Oh, the interactive reading is now complete. All right, we're going to continue. All right, now this is a conversation. So let's begin. We'll participate in the conversation in the scenario. Okay. Recently hired for the part-time lab assistant for biochemistry. You'll be helping to set up a cleanup experiment as well as document data. Your professor is really excited to have you.
Hey, congrats on the new job.
It's good, but it's a lot of work. I'm really tired all the time. Oh, thanks. You too. I'm really excited to be working in the lab. I feel really great. Oh, thanks. You too. I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm just a little worried about all the work we're going to have to do.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I don't think our grades will suffer too much from the extra work. Yeah, that's true. It'll definitely help us when we are applying for jobs after graduation. We learn a lot from that. Like actually. Yeah, but I've already learned so much from them. It's been really helpful for my project. It's a lot of work, but it'll be worth it, and we'll get to learn a lot.
I hope so. I just don't want to be stuck doing all the busy work while everyone else gets to do the fun stuff.
Yeah, I completely understand. They actually asked me to design an experiment last week, and it was really challenging, but also fun. I definitely be it's definitely been really interesting to see how experiments are designed and how they are conducted. I know I was just helping to set up an experiment today, and I got to choose the reaction we're going to do. I know I'm loving it. It's so cool. Yeah, I know what you mean, but we'll get to do some fun stuff too. This experiment that we're interested.
That's true. And at least we're getting paid for it.
No, I haven't. But I think pay is pretty good. Yeah, definitely. And the pay isn't bad at all. Not too bad. Not at all. Doesn't hurt me that we are getting. Yeah, yeah, it definitely is. We should definitely go for it. It isn't bad after all. Okay.
You're right. It's going to be a great experience. I'm glad we get to work together.
Okay. I agree. You're sharing. No, good luck. Me too. Look forward to it. Task is complete. So she's talking about little work. Um, what's this about? Um, the fact that we will uh, be having work to do, work to do. Um, we will be working a lot when others will be having fun. But the best part of job is that we are getting paid as well. So we will be learning and and earning. Okay. On the certified test, you may glance at the keyboard during the typing sections only. On certified test, if you are not looking at the screen throughout the entire test, you test. Okay, cool. Okay. In the in this image, this is an image of a hill station with a pond on the bottom left. There are also few boats, few colorful boats with uh, people on board. Uh, from the image, it looks like they are heading for an adventure. Right below. Describe a time you were surprised. What happened? Time you were time you were surprised. What happened? Okay. Describe the time that you were surprised. What happened? Okay, I think we can start this. Um, I was um, in my 10th grade. My 10th grade uh, when my parents gave me a pleasant surprise by gifting me a puppy. They always knew my love for pet animals and that I have always wanted to um, adopt a pet dog someday. They, I was so surprised that, sorry, I misspelled the spelling here. I misspelled it. Surprise. So surprised that I started crying when I unboxed, when I saw a little puppy. My parents did a good job of boxing the puppy with the paper, the wrap around it, and wrap around it. I had no clue of what the gift was going to be. I really, the breed of the puppy was golden retriever. Yeah, golden retriever. And the puppy had blue eyes. I fell in love with the puppy right when I saw in his deep blue eyes for the first time. I named the puppy uh, Spooky. This was the first time. Uh, I think my laptop is unplugged. So I'm just gonna quickly plug it. So this was the first time that I was surprised. I was given a surprise by my parents. I think this is supposed to be a good length answer, but I think we still got 45 seconds. When you were surprised by my parents. Um, I think this surprise will always be a great memory for me. This is good. I think we can move on to the next one.
Talk about a film or TV show from your country.
So today I want to talk about a family show which was premiered in my home country a couple of years back. So the main theme of the show was it was a comedy show, and the host mainly uh, was a really famous celebrity. The main format of the show was they used to call all the popular celebrities onto the show, and then they used to chat with them with their about their personal experiences. The show was really amazing at it as it had a lot of humor, and everyone from different age group, from child to a senior, could watch it, and you could never get enough of it because everyone likes a good humor. The show had multiple characters. It included men dressed as a woman and, of course, women as well. But each of them had their own part in the show for a specific time frame. And every character of that show was so amazing that I could not stop watching that show. Right now, they have around 10 seasons premiered until now, and they are going to launch the next season in coming months. So this image shows a man who's pulling his boat, uh, and this image also shows a dried up sea because of which the man had to pull his boat. The boat also has few nets on the top of it, so I believe that the fisherman is going into the deep seas for fishing as the shores don't have enough water. Also, from the image, it looks like it's sunny. Hence, I feel that the image was taken during the during the afternoon time. The fisherman also has a hat and is barefoot. I can also see few coconut trees on the back end of the photo, which makes me feel that this is a seashore. This is an island. Okay. The color of the boat is white, which signifies that the boat has been used a lot. And also there is a supporting rod on both the side of the boats, which makes me feel that the boat is always sailing in rough waters and it needs balancing. All right. Prepare to speak about the topic below. Explain how many societies can find more consistency and harmony. Societies can find. What are some principles or practices that are important to facilitating constructive dialogue, encourage good communication and understanding in our communities? So I believe the societies need to be very understanding in order to find more consensus and harmony. I think there are a lot of common principle and practices that are important, like understanding each other, being fair to each other. These are some of the common ones. And the way how we can encourage a good communication in our community is by by understanding each other rather than being competitive. Try to support each other in every task. Considering the current situation, where each and every family is suffering a lot because of economy being so difficult, it's better to show support to each and every one. With this kind of support, I feel that each and every family can get through this hard times and also will develop a good level of respect for each other and trust for each other. That's how I feel that each communities have can be encouraged to have a good communication and also understanding. Let's move on to the next one. Writing and speaking sample. On certified test, the next two questions would contribute to your score and would also be available in the institution that receives your results. All right, let's move on to the next one. Prepare to write up the topic below. Describe a story that you enjoy. It could be a book, a movie, a TV show, any story. What do you like the best about the story? How do you think it could be better? right? Stories in nature. I want to talk about um movie that I saw recently, and the movie is the adaptation of a novel named Three Mistakes of My Life. Mistakes of My Life. What do you like the best about the story? The best part of the movie was the real depiction of the engineering life is. Engineering life, how difficult the engineering life is. Difficult the engineering life is. It's, the movie showed the real scenes of the lectures and the life of students who enrolled for engineering. Moreover, I also like the fact that they mentioned about the job scenario prospect after you graduate with the degree. The way how I think this would have how I think the movie would have been better is showing the actual way of how the interviews are being conducted for the placement or the campus placements so that people could know that there are so applications for a single job role and, and it is so difficult to even get a job on campus even beside scoring, beside having, having the extension of grades. All right, I think this should be enough. So that I answered the question completely. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, I think I'm centered now. Prepare to speak about the topic below. You have 3 minutes to speak. Do you think parents should be held responsible if the child causes trouble at school or in the public? Why or why not? I think the parents should be held responsible if the child causes trouble at school or in public places. The main reason is that the child reflects how parents have actually done their job in growing them up, right? So if the child makes any trouble, that means he has never been taught to how to be silent, which is one of the most important virtue if we want to live in this open society. Child needs to be taught how to be respectful towards other, and he also needs to be taught of how to behave in public gatherings or in schools. I think this is the role of parents, and because the child cannot learn these virtues by themselves. Even if they do, they are very small to understand those things, and that is the reason why I believe that parents are the one which who are supposed to make them learn these virtues. Secondly, I also feel that the kids, when they grow up, they need to be, uh, they need to be taught about the value of these, the main the actual importance of these values, which will help them when they grow up. Because if they are, uh, if they are very if they understand the importance of all these values, I think when they grow up, when they actually face the society, that's when everyone will welcome them. And that is the only reason I feel that parents need to do a good job at parenting their kids. And this is the reason why I feel that the parents are responsible to make sure that their kids cause no trouble in in schools or in public areas. So I think we can submit it. All right. So here we go. 120 to 140. I think that's an okay score. You see, we made few mistakes here and there. Of course, it needs a lot of practice, but it's not difficult to get the score that you want. So here we complete our test, and thank you for watching this.